You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like.
Alright, so what I did here now was I just numbered it. So I won't be confused. She's already getting confusing. So now I'm going to adjust this part. So if you do not want to adjust this part, you just go ahead and cut it without doing this particular step. You just go ahead and cut your pattern out and then sew it like that. But I want to do this step, which is I'm going down by 2 inches here, and I'm just going to connect right here. To cut it out. This is, I said, I don't need to cut. This is just the border line I'm going to cut out first. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out first. I'm just going to cut up here. I'm going to cut this out. So now let's close our bust dart. You can go ahead and just close our bust dart here. So this is what I have for the front. So remember that we went up by 2 inches for the front, so we're going to do the same for the back. Go up by 2 inches and just connect it. It's 2, 2, 2. We're cutting 2. All this in 2. Cut this 2, 2, 2. And for the front, the only one we're cutting on fold is the center front. We're cutting this on fold. So I'll arrange it and I'll come back and show you. Okay, now this is what we have. This is 1, 2, 3, and I have 4 here. I didn't fold it properly, so there's not enough fabric here. So I'm going to cut this later. So this is my center front. This will be on fold, and this other one will be 2, 2 each. I don't know if you can see the lines, but this I took 0.75 here as my joining allowance. 0.75 here. Then I connected it all the way. And for the up, I took 0.5 inch up here, and also for the hem, I took 0.5 inch. But the side I'll be joining and putting my boning. I just added 0.75, so I'll have enough fabric to join and also use my boning for. And if it's too much, I'll just trim it as well. If you have a serger, when you cut, so let's just cut. When you cut, you should make sure to serge it, especially if you're using a brocade fabric. It is advisable to serge because it sheds. I don't have a serger, so I'll have to find a way to manage it. This is 2 yards of brocade. This guy is expensive. It's quite expensive. So I just got 2 yards. I got it for 7,000 naira. 3.5 per yard. So I'm also going to cut my lining like this before I go ahead and cut my interfacing for this. So this is what we have for now. I'm going to notch the bust area. I'm going to notch the under bust. So I'm going to cut the back and I'm going to come and show you what I have. So when you're cutting the back, you should make sure to add your seam allowance, like 1 inch seam allowance at the side. Okay, so this is what we have for the back. We have 4 pieces for the front, we have 3 pieces for the back, and we have 4 pieces for the front. So I'm going to cut the lining exactly the way I cut this. So I'm gonna head to iron if they're facing on all of this to give more structure. Honestly, it was confusing. That is why I wrote all the things here so I will know which is which. And I went ahead to do the same for the back as well, and then I cut my lining and label it. So now I'm going to join this side. I'm going to join this side. I'll join here as well. Do not forget to take the measurement you took before. I took 0.75, which is what I'm going to take all the way. We'll do the same thing for the back and the lining piece as well. I've gone ahead to join my front pattern. It's looking good already. I've gone ahead to join my front pattern. I'm just going to trim this sides. Then I've gone ahead to I've gone ahead to sew my back pattern as well. So this is what I have here. I've also gone ahead to sew the lining. This is the back and this is the front. Now I'm going to iron it open flat, then iron in between. Then iron it, the seam allowance is straight. Iron straight, and I'll come back to show you what to do next. Okay, I'm done ironing. You can see it is looking so beautiful. Fabric is giving. Yeah, the fabric is giving. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is join the back to the front. And before we do that, I want to trim the front area. So this is what I have. So I'm going to join the back and the front. I'm going to join the back to the front like so. My side is 1 inch, so I'm going to join it on both sides. And I'll do the same for the lining as well. Then I'm going to trim the down just for it to be equal. So this is what I have now. I'm going to trim this out. And then I'm going to top stitch on the allowance. Just top stitch like that. This is my boning and it's the tiny one. So I want to top stitch in a way that this can go in. So I'm going to top stitch and then come back to show you. This is what I have right now. And this is where I'm putting the panel. This is my side seam. I don't want to put any bone in here because I don't have so much. So yeah, I'm just making sure it's equal. Now I'm going to close this up with lining. I'll close just the upper part first with lining. I'll sew it and then top stitch the lining before I start fixing my boning. I've gone ahead to top stitch the lining. Now I'm going to iron it properly so it lays flat. I will not be adding any form of bustier here. Bust cup. But if you want to do that, this is your bust area. You're just going to add your cup like so on both sides. You're going to tack it. After you tack it, then just tack it in the way that it will not be so obvious. So when you do, this is how it's going to look. I'm not busty at all, so you can't see it. But I won't be adding any cups. We are going to insert our boning. This is how we are going to be inserting our boning. So this is how we are going to be adding our boning. So we are going to cut it 1 inch shorter than the normal length of our top. The reason is so it doesn't affect our hem. So when we want to finish with our bias tape, we'll be able to sew it without any obstruction. So we're going to cut this out, then bring it out from our casing, remove 1 inch from it so it doesn't affect our hemming allowance when we want to hem, and then we'll file it and then put it back in our casing. That is all I'm explaining in this video, but the noise was just too much, so yeah. So we repeat the same thing for all the casings. So we have boning in every casing, in the front and the back. Now you go ahead and iron it really flat. Steam iron is the best for this. So you want to iron it till it's really flat. It's not bulking up anymore. If you do not have a steam iron, just go ahead and sprinkle water on the top and then you iron. You'll be fine. Now we need the rope for the loop. I'm using a bias tape. I'm just folding it into 2. Then I'm going to go to the sewing machine and sew it all the way as long as I want. I don't have a particular measurement for this, so just do it as the spirit leads. Now we are going to put our loops at the back. I think I took a 1.5 inch or 2 inches, fold it into 2, then place it at the back. I did 1.5 inches space in between every loop, so you just sew it like so, and you do the same for the other side as well, and you're almost done. So this is me just demonstrating how I did it again, so you see and understand properly. Now we are going to close up our lining. Please just follow exactly what I'm doing in the video and you would not get it wrong. Now I've gone ahead to sew it and I'm just going to iron it. See, I iron every step of the way because it will give you so much joy and happiness. It's just the one. Now we're going to make another panel for our boning around the loop area so it has a lot more structure. And you know what to do next? Iron, my girl, iron. Now we're going to just stop to this area to get it ready for our hemming. We'll be using our bias tape from the back to the front. Normally we do it from the front to the back, but please just follow exactly what I'm doing in the video and I promise you, you would not get it wrong. So that's how you're going to do it. Just follow your shaping at the down part. I've gone ahead to do that, so now I'm just bringing the bias to the front and I'm going to top stitch it as well, so it gives us a very nice finishing. And when you're done, please iron. Thank you. So now we are officially done with our corset. So I cut out a big rectangle and joined it on both sides because I was trying to manage the fabric. So my rectangle is 23 inches by 2 on fold, and then it was 15 inches long. This measurement totally depends on you, on whatever you are comfortable with, on whatever you want as the length and width of your sleeves. Now we're going to fold it into two to make our elastic casing. But if you have a serger, you can go ahead and serge it and just fold it once and then you're good for your elastic. Now you're going to repeat exactly the same thing for the down as well, because the elastic is both at the top part and the down bottom part of your sleeves. Now we are going to fix the elastic all through your elastic casing till it comes out of the other opening, and when it does, you are going to tie it really tight, because I do not usually sew it because my machine doesn't sew it. I don't know why, but you're going to tie it really tight, then close up your casing and then you're done. Then you repeat the exact same thing for the other sleeve as well. Now we are done with the tutorial. Let me know in the comment section how you would like to style it with or without the sleeve. See you in the next tutorial. Do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, stay beautiful.